Welcome back to my channel, guys. Welcome back one more time. If you are not subscribed to this channel, consider to subscribe, because today I will be talking to you something so important that perhaps you have never looked at it this way. So again, consider to subscribe. Let's jump ahead. Today we'll be talking about something very, very important. The first thing, and then I'll mention you another thing. Both of them would be blasting Meghan Markle. Her porkies things that she has said. Let's take a listen at this soundbite first.
Different because we're light skinned. You're not treated as a black woman. You're not treated as a white woman. You sort of fit in between. I mean, if there's any time in my life that it's been more focused on my race, it's only once I started dating my husband. Then I started to understand what it was like to be treated like a black woman.
She said, Meghan Markle, that, well, listen, I never faced any discrimination based on my race until I married my now husband, Harry. Well, what is really happening is that Meghan Markle, she loves the racism card to be played when she needs the most. Before her marriage, okay, we agree. You never face racism and that is fine. But the moment she got married with Harry, the moment she realized she doesn't want to live with the monarch, she doesn't want to play by all the rules, she started to test them. One of the ways Meghan Markle tested this British monarch is by accusing them, by playing this racism card.
About how dark your baby is going to be?
Potentially, and what that would mean or look like.
Telling the whole world, these people, they did not treat me properly, or they treated me differently simply because of my race. And voila! She got millions and billions of views on Oprah Winfrey interview. As we know, that interview became very, very famous. She used the racism card, and the moment she realized this card that I'm going to be playing would actually benefit me financially, I am going to be playing that card so that people can see me as a victim of racism, and so that I can have at least some followers, because from the very get-go, Harry knew that this decision of Megxit will always backfire. In order for that to be offset by these two couple, they started to talk about things that are not very, very pleasant to the British monarch, to any one of us, but it did bring them good attention and good brand deals.
Because up until then, I had been treated like a mixed woman, and things really shifted.
In some ways, she's saying that she had privilege, and so therefore it didn't apply to her because it never happened to her, right? She was a mixed woman. People didn't really know how to react to her. They didn't know if she was black or white, but she didn't get the full black treatment. It is a bit shocking that at 30-some years of age, she is just understanding what it's like to be a black woman in America.
Well, it is because now it is benefiting. The reason she did not talk about racism in her life, the reason she said, well, I never experienced racism the way I'm right now, is because she never needed to use that card. But now it is bringing her money, reputation, attention. Unfortunately, a lot of people, yes, they buy into that kind of porkies, but it is benefiting her now. So why not bring it up? You know, this is benefiting me. So for the rest of my life, I'm going to be talking about racism. I'm the champion in terms of uplifting people. I'm the champion to remove or eradicate racism from the society. And this is how she wants to be portrayed. In the future, once she will lose the title and lose everything, including Prince Harry, her husband, then she can still play racism card. So the racism card is so important. It is going to bring Meghan Markle an unlimited source of income by just portraying herself as a victim of racism. Now let's talk about the big lie. Let's talk about how racism, the issue of racism is helping Meghan Markle and how important it is. So the big lie, Meghan Markle, she lied twice. These two lies are related, ironically, for the same topic, which is the topic of South Africa tour. I want to tell you this one thing. Remember this word again. First time she said, well, when we were in South Africa, what happened? The house, the room of Archie was on fire. The way she expressed it was that her son, Archie, was gonna die. Yes, guy, die. So she portrayed the British monarch as the villain. Number two, now she is saying, again, about South Africa, which is that, well, look, South Africa, these people, they rejoice, they came on the street when I got married with Prince Harry, just like they did when Nelson Mandela, he got released from the prison. Why she is using every time South Africa, racism and black people, these people, is because this card is being played for her own benefit. Now, a few things I want to make mention of. Number one, if we say, for the sake of argument, okay, the person who told you that they rejoiced on the street of South Africa when you got married, Meghan Markle, let's say, for the sake of argument, okay, he said that. Maybe he's a non-South African. Maybe he's an observer who happened to talk to Meghan Markle about this. We would agree with that, Meghan Markle, if you bring proof, if you bring evidence, but you don't have any. Number two, Meghan is using not just her mother or son or husband. Now she is using the entire nation of South Africa, playing the card of racism again in order to benefit, in order to peddle her brand. Number three, Dr. John Kenny, he proved that it is not just few people who are talking or exposing Meghan Markle. You can say, well, you are a YouTuber, so you are talking about Meghan Markle. You can say, well, you are like, Neil Sean, the body language guy, according to Taz, the pdina. All of these people are talking and exposing Meghan Markle because you guys are all the same. You guys are YouTubers, right? But now when we have this person, Dr. John Kenny, who was part of the cast member, remember the Lion King that was premiered in UK back in the year 2019. Meghan Markle, according to her version of the fake story, obviously, she said, I was told by the South African cast, who said, maybe she did not say the word cast, but nevertheless, this is exactly what she meant. I was told by this guy who said, you know what, we rejoiced on the street of South Africa when you got married. Now this cast, Dr. John Kenny, he is saying, well, voila, I never met Duchess of Sussex ever. How can I tell her anything like that, that we have, rejoiced on the street of South Africa? How that is even possible? So Dr. John Kenny, he proved it is not just me or some other Jane Doe, John Doe exposing Meghan Markle. It is a respectable man like Dr. John Kenny who is also exposing Meghan Markle. And also, obviously, we know the grandson of Nelson Mandela, he's also talking against Meghan Markle. He's also exposing Meghan Markle, saying that that is just not something makes sense at all. Guys, where you are, where is my grandfather? Like, just come on, just, think wisely. Number four, Meghan Markle, remember, even though she said, well, this happened, that happened, never brings proof. She is never specific. When Oprah Winfrey interview took place, guys, she did not specify the person who she accused of racism, did not bring any proof, no evidence. People who she said bullied her or this up and that happened in the palace, she never was able to prove anything whatsoever. So Meghan Markle is always like, yeah, this is what happened. Yeah, I'm the victim. But you know what? You have to take my word for it. I don't have any evidence to prove what I'm saying. Sorry. Number five, finally, by telling Porky's, Meghan is not glorifying herself. She is actually belittling herself. She is humiliating herself. Why? Because Dr. John Kenny, he said when Meghan Markle lied about her marriage, that South African people, they were happy. He said that is not the case at all. In fact, we do not remember the date of her marriage. We do not remember even the month of the marriage. We do not even remember the year of the marriage. This is exactly what Dr. John Kenny said. In other words, when Meghan Markle is trying to portray, the more she is trying to portray as the victim, the more it is going to only belittle her. It is going to be only humiliating to herself and also, unfortunately, to Prince Harry. But this is exactly what Meghan Markle wants right now, that I want to sell this card so that I can make some money at the expense of my respect, my dignity. I don't care about what I say. All I care about is, am I getting attention? Am I getting brand deals? Whatever will happen in the future, I will see. This is a person who is 100% narcissist. I will not make the video any longer. New here, consider subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.